the Irish diaspora, the transatlantic slave trade, two historic migrations, two groups of people whose deep connection and mutual dependence lay at the heart of the American experience. Black Irish is the saga of the Healys, a remarkable Irish-American and African-American clan whose story speaks to the power of the American dream. It begins with Michael Healy Sr.'s voyage to America from County Roscommon in Ireland in the early 1800s. Michael settled in the red clay country of Georgia, where the land was still raw and for some, opportunity abounded. Healy won 1,500 acres of fallow land in a state lottery, and using the back-breaking labor of the slaves to run his plantation, was soon growing mountains of cotton, the cash crop of the South. In 1829, in defiance of the black codes that institutionalized the racist power structure of the South, he took an enslaved black woman, Mary Eliza, as his common-law wife. Love, it seems, sees no color. Michael and Mary Eliza would have 6 boys and 3 girls together. Determined to protect their mixed-race children from the cruelties of American slavery, Michael and Mary Eliza made the heartbreaking decision to send them north to escape servitude and get educated. In doing so, they helped craft a generation of trailblazing American leaders. Black Irish explores the very different paths taken by 2 of these Healy brothers, Francis Patrick Healy, S.J., and his younger brother, Captain Michael Augustine Healy, Jr. Patrick took to the church and Michael to the sea. 2 brothers as different as they come, the children of an Irish immigrant and a slave, destined to flourish in a world hell-bent against them. After graduating from Holy Cross, Patrick became a Jesuit and earned a Ph.D. from the Catholic University of Louvain in Belgium, the first African-American to ever do so. Ordained as a priest in 1864, Patrick returned to the United States 2 years later and took up a position as dean at Georgetown University, hiding his true identity for fear he'd lose everything. In 1874, he was named president of Georgetown, at the time the largest Catholic college in the U.S. At Georgetown, Patrick is still remembered as the university's second founder, legendary for overhauling Georgetown's undergraduate curriculum and student body, expanding its medical and law programs, and reconstructing its physical plant. He did it all while living a lie. A legend in his own right, Michael Jr. also cut a swath through the latter half of the 19th century. Frustrated and restless, he ran away from God and turned to the sea, signing on to a merchant vessel as a cabin boy. In the Merchant Marine, Michael worked his way up through the ranks, and at the age of 27, he secured an officer's commission in the Revenue Cutter Service, the precursor to the U.S. Coast Guard. 9 years later, Michael was commanding government ships in the vast Pacific Northwest region, patrolling the frigid waters from Seattle north to the Arctic Circle. It was here that he earned his moniker, Hell-Roaring Mike Healy, as well as his reputation as an expert seaman and defender of the area's indigenous peoples. Throughout the 1880s and 90s, Mike was the sole federal law enforcement official for 20,000 miles of rugged Alaskan coastline. He lives on in legend as the undisputed King of Alaska. Brothers Patrick and Michael Healy, one as Catholic educator and the other as commander on the high seas, both men hiding their true identity in plain sight, harboring a secret that could undermine everything they'd worked tirelessly to achieve, and reaping the rewards of their unique abilities only because they passed as white. It was a high-wire act filled with incredible peril. Both men operated in worlds that would hate them if their heritage were revealed. Yet both persevered in the face of virulent anti-black and anti-Irish prejudice. Both rose to become leaders of men and make vital contributions to America in their respective fields. Black Irish is the chronicle of a quintessentially American family as told through the lens of the Healy brothers, driven by their desire to achieve no matter the odds. Black Irish explores the best and worst of who we are as a nation. It spotlights the Healy's individual genius, but dramatically, it also reveals the shared heritage and culture, so significant but too often overlooked, of two of America's greatest streams of immigrants.